Hey everyone, so this is kind of a really short video about basic expectations when it comes to, I would say, a pretty consistent amount of assignments. So either on Mondays and Wednesdays, you're going to be journaling, and I'll explain that in a second. And on Thursdays and Fridays, you'll be doing grammar for some kind of warm up or exit ticket. It's not always going to happen all the time, depending on what we're doing. I know, like when we're reading a big book or something like that, we have a lot of time. We're not going to be able to, talk about that for a while. So, in general, though, you're going to be getting some kind of assignment that will be graded, and most of it's pretty easy. So, um, that's let me get this up first. I'm on the wrong thing. So, every Monday and Wednesday, we're going to be journaling in some way, shape, or form. So, and with journaling, it's not about it isn't about like writing well. It's just about answering a question and then putting some thought into it. So usually I have this done in journals, but with the coronavirus and stuff, I don't feel comfortable having that happen. So you're going to do it on your computers. So every Monday or Wednesday, I'm going to ask you to journal either before class or after class. And I usually give you three topics, and one and two usually are something specific. Like for this example here, it says like, what is the best horror movie and why? This is a very strong opinion. I want to know why you think this is so to make sure you provide a lot of details. Number two is write a story about Mr. Miller and Mr. Lost getting stuck in a haunted house. Make sure to provide a lot of details. And number three is a free write. So if you choose one or two, you can write about whatever it is that you feel fits in there. And I don't really care if you have um, like grammar mistakes or spelling mistakes with journaling and stuff. It's not meant to be, I'm not going to take off points if you spell things wrong or do anything wrong, just as long as you are answering the question thoughtfully. Secondly, as well, is that if you don't want to answer these two, you can write about whatever it is you want in free write. And some people may not like journaling at first, but I guarantee a lot of you will enjoy it because it's very therapeutic. I actually journal myself every day and write down my thoughts. There are some guidelines though, because I do read these, but I don't share them with anybody. You can write to me directly about things. Like I've had students do that. They talk about like problems they have and so on and so forth. And anything you write is confidential and just between me and you. So keep that in mind. So, however, though, the one rule is that if you write down something that is like threatening to hurt yourself or somebody else, I do have to legally report that. A few years ago, I had a student who was threatening to hurt herself, um, and I had to report it to, the school psychologist and the, suicide hotline and all those things. So it's just that I would feel terrible if something were to happen. But again, all these thoughts are yours. And if you want to use, like sometimes use vulgarity or whatever, that's fine. If you want to say things that like you don't want anybody else to hear about, that's fine as well. So keep that in mind. Let me get rid of that. And for the most part, I'm grading you based on how much you write. So I'll show you an example of what good examples are. So example of a good diary entry, like this person, like to get an A, you need to have like 7 to 10 sentences. And I'm just going to give you the points, but if you like write one or two sentences, that's not enough. So this is an example of a good journal entry. So dear diary, the best fried chicken restaurant is KFC. The first reason why KFC is the best chicken chain is because they have great deals. I can buy a meal for a small amount of money. Second, the portions at KFC are huge. I know I will always be full after I'm done. Third, the seasoning at KFC is the best. Another reason why I like KFC is because they're always creating new food items for their menu, which makes it fun to buy food there. People say Popeyes is better than KFC, but this is not true. Popeyes seasoning is too strong for me. Also, there are less Popeyes locations. This means I have to travel farther for their chicken. So that was just an example. If someone were to write that, that'd be an A plus. And there's not that many. It's not really that much in depth. And when I have you journal, I'm going to give you time. I'm going to give you like 10, 15 minutes to journal, or I'll give it to you for homework. And it shouldn't take that long. 10 minutes is not that long of time. So these are some examples of bad journaling. So example one, I hanged out with friends this weekend. We played Fall Guys. I've had students write just sentences like that and they don't get any points. And honestly, it's really easy to get points. So you should just do it. Number two would be like, I like the color yellow. It is very pretty. I mean, you can expand on that. So Or three, there's always someone who's like journaling is dumb. You know what? I understand that people don't like journaling. I really do. So if you want to write down in a journal entry every week about how much you hate journaling and how much you hate this class or something like that, go ahead. I really don't care. It's not going to bother me as long as you do it. Example four, I deserve an A in your class. I work hard and I always am not sleeping in class. I had someone actually write this example, and I found it ironic because they didn't really do any work on that assignment. So, example five, I want to go to ITA for high school. My friends go there. I miss them. So that's very basic writing, and I will take off points for that. I don't think it's that complicated or hard to write that much. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're going to do grammar. In a few days, we're going to go through grammar and all the stuff. And the reason is because a lot of students in general have a struggle with grammar. So I'm going to give you assignments at, depending, they're going to have different things every week. There's going to usually be like 5 to 10 questions. It shouldn't be that much where you need to identify something that has to deal with grammar. So that is the expectation of, every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, typically that we're going to have something, grammar related or journaling related. Thank you for watching this video.